know I kicked it, but I accidentally. Don't you burn me with that shit.
All right, man. Everybody been requesting it. We got my top 5 MCs of all times up until this point. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna automatically take Biggie and Tupac and put them over there. We even gonna put Biggie, Tupac, and Snoop Dogg over there. We gonna put Biggie, Snoop Dogg, Tupac, and Jay-Z over there too. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas just don't deserve to be in this. You know what I'm saying? And there's others that do. And the only one I'm excluding is them. I'm gonna exclude Andre 3000 too. I'm gonna put him over there. All them are guys I feel like there's no debate that they great. They got a lot of good things going. Outside of rap, inside of rap, they got tremendous influence. It's bigger than just being able to put the words together. They just got the total package. Now keep in mind when I'm saying this, it's who I like. It's my top 5. Off the way I came up, off the stuff I listen to, what inspires me. This is my top 5. In no particular order, but we're gonna get into it. And I wanna let y'all know who my top 5 MCs are, dead or alive. You understand what I'm saying? And it's only 5. All right, now, so we got my top 5 MCs in the game. And I already told you the honorable mention, so we're gonna get right into this. Now, this is in no particular order. I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna name you my 5 off the top, and then we're gonna go with a breakdown, small breakdown, about a minute on each one. And I'm gonna give you kind of like, a little breakdown. So, in no particular order, but first on the list, we got T.I. Then we got Ice Cube. Then we got Redman, Pimp C, and then last but not least, we got Kendrick Lamar. Now, those are in no particular order. We already put our honorable mentions up on the Mount Rushmore, but we talking about what's going on right now. And I got T.I., I got Ice Cube, I got Redman, I got Pimp C, I got Kendrick Lamar. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through and we're gonna stop. We're not gonna put nobody in no particular order, but we're gonna kind of break down each one for about a minute. Top 5. All right, I broke down with the 5, so let's break down with this shit real quick. All right, so we got T.I., okay? No in particular order. T.I. one of my favorites because he's consistent. I mean, I've heard him rap from, I'm serious. Matter of fact, what got me on T.I., a nigga came to me and said, I want you to hear something. He put it in, first song he played was, I Still Ain't Forgave Myself. I played that cut like 5-6 times back to back. Needless to say, he left me with that CD, and I went on to hit Dope Boys in the Trap and that whole album, which was a classic. In my opinion, it was a classic. I've been a T.I. fan ever since. I done heard him rap from then to now. He's consistently got better, and he's held his own with some of the best. From Wayne to that joint Swagger Like Us. I mean, he held his own with the best of the best. And a lot of times he be winning the verse. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, the moves he made from bouncing from the music and doing so much other shit, it's like I had to put him at my first. Like, I'm a big fan of his. I salute everything he do, you know what I'm saying? So he's definitely one of my top 5. Now, like I said, this is in no particular order. We got Ice Cube. A lot of people don't understand how important Ice Cube is to hip hop. Because for one, Ice Cube is the voice of this gangster music that every coast has adopted. You have to understand something. When NWA came out, all right, that's when we really first heard of Cube and all of them. You have to understand something. Ice Cube was writing his verse, he was writing Eazy's verse, and he was writing Dre's verse, and his own. Only person write their own shit was Ren. You know what I'm saying? So imagine that. Imagine the writing. So like he wrote from all their perspective and his. That's a lot of writing, man. He's the voice, man. He's underrated, and he know how to really write because he write movies and all that kind of shit. So it's kind of like Ice Cube is the godfather of this gangster music, if you want to really be honest. And when I hear people's top five, they don't never have him in it. And I don't even understand why. It makes no sense to me. Now let's go back to like number 3. Like I said, in no particular order, but we on the third one, and that's Redman. Yes, Reggie Noble. Newark, New Jersey's finest, Newark, New Jersey's own Reggie Noble, Redman. Listen, when I heard what the album, I went nuts. Time for some action. I mean, you name it. It's just like Red has just been like, when you think of hip hop and you think of bars and you think about just rawness, authenticity, original, creative, trend-setting, and I'm talking about, I don't know how many people you feel like could really out-rap Redman. I like his style, I like everything. When I was rapping, my name was Sandman. You know what I'm saying? I had to have, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I was in that genre. Like I really was, you know, I really thought I was Redman at one point in time. Like I copied everything this man did. No cap, I can't even hold you. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I am hip hop and I've grown through the years, and Redman is one of those guys that I've always loved. I love how he do. I like his style. I like his music. And I won't put, Redman is one of those guys that I like to hear him rap. I'm not gonna say every Redman song I'm just in love with, you know what I'm saying? But I love what he do on the mic, like as an MC. Like he's the first one that made me, like I really wanted to do this off the back of listening to Redman when I started rapping. You know what I'm saying? He's that big. Like, I don't know, man. If I did have to put him in order, Redman might be my first. You know what I'm saying? Because I go so far back with him, you know what I'm saying, to where, like, he was that first guy that I was like, yeah, I like this nigga, man. I like what he do. I like how he do. All right, now. 4th, but in no particular order, we got Pimp C. Yes, Pimp C, Sweet James Jones. Pimp C from UGK. Yes, it's one of my favorite. I love what he do. A lot of people don't understand. Pimp C was singing them hooks. He was making them beats. You know what I'm saying? He was the real creative force behind UGK. I mean, pause, but he let his nuts hang. I mean, he talked that country shit. He stood up for the South. He didn't give no fuck, man. I really respect what he said. I really respect what he done. And he got talent. He got bars, too. Pimp C got a lot of classic verses, man. It's just kind of like, damn, if he was here right now, whew. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pimp C, like, a lot of people, like, you probably rarely gonna hear a nigga say they got Pimp C in their top 5, unless they from Texas. You probably not finna hear too many say they got the Pimp in their top 5. But guess what, Pimp? I fucks with you and been fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? You was always my favorite out of UGK. I always knew Bun could out-rap you, but I felt you more. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, see, guys, it ain't all about the bars and how good they could put rhymes together. It's about how they can do that, but get their point across, get their message, make you feel it, make you understand it. You know, Pimp C one of them niggas where I could listen to him and not really know what to do, but then kind of after I listen to a little bit of him, I can kind of put that with what he talking about and come up with what I need to do. Yeah, for real, like that. Now, last but definitely not least, Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, I said it. Kendrick Lamar. I had to pick someone that could represent this era because I don't want to seem like some old head that's not keeping up with what's going on out here. But all of that shit in this era that I hear, if I have to say who is the king of this shit, to me, Kendrick Lamar. I like what he do, how he do what he does, man. I love Kendrick Lamar's style. I love his delivery. I love the way he put the words together. I love how eclectic he is with the styles he'll use on one song. Matter of fact, on one verse, he liable to hit you with 2-3 styles. I'll be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with you. And plus, I love the fact that he ain't just dropping to be dropping. When he drops some shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't in no rush. He ain't in no hurry. He drop when he get ready to drop. Do I like every single song that Kendrick does? Maybe not so much. But I love what he does when he do what he do. Like, I like the majority of his shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when I don't like songs, it has nothing to do with the lyrical content. I'm like a really beat-driven kind of guy. I'm really driven by the beat. That beat got to catch me. And I ain't going to say that he picked a lot of beats he kind of like Nas sometimes. Like, he don't really pick the dopest beats because he wants something that's challenging so he can bring the best lyrical performance out of him. I get it. But Kendrick Lamar, K-Dot, definitely one of those guys, and that was number 5. That's my top 5 MCs in no particular order, and they've been that way for a long time. I think Kendrick Lamar was the last guy that I put in there because I realized I had to have a guy that kind of represented this generation. Because like I said, I listened to it all, you know what I'm saying? And but I tell you one, I give you an honorable mention right now that's in this era, and that's the baby. I kind of like how he do what he do, you know what I'm saying? But that'll be an honorable mention, and that'll be a guy from this era. And I'm gonna leave it at that, you know what I'm saying? Because it wouldn't be a top 5 if I didn't give you a top 5 and went all the way up and down and up. I said top 5, and that's my top 5. I'm cool with that. I got a lot of people asking me about this one, so here we is, the top 5. That's my opinion, and I hope that don't ruffle nobody's feathers. Everybody got their opinion. There's thousands of rappers out there, but those are the 5 that catch me. Ice Cube, T.I., Redman, Pimp C, and Kendrick Lamar. Shout out to those guys. Black Lives Matter, and so does my opinion. Peace.